Good evening. I'm Ashwati reporting for DGC TV. If it is a short film, documentary, or a feature film, the impact and the visual experience is great in the viewers, and it is more difficult to convey something in a limited time period, but the effect is immense. And today I am here at 9 Chennai Short Film and Documentary Festival at Loyola College. It is organized by Periyar Self-Respect Media, Loyola College, School of Design and School of Image. Today we have Amudan sir, who is a documentary maker. Hello sir.
Hello.
So what type of movies screen in this edition?
See, we are showing 50 films in this festival under 5 categories. One is Indian films, another is international films, the third one is Tamil films, the fourth one is called retrospective. There's a senior filmmaker called Nistha Jain, whose 5 films we are showing under retrospective section. And there's a section called Filmmaker in Focus section, and under which we are screening 3 films by Devaranjan, from a filmmaker from Orissa. So in total we are showing 50 films. In the whole package, we are trying to represent the contemporary documentary and short film culture in the world, as well as trying to recall the old important films. So we are trying to mix both old and new films.
So Chennai Film Festival was ended just now. So what is the main difference you notice in between these two festivals?
See, Chennai International Film Festival is a very big event. It's the biggest film festival that happens in Chennai. So we are, our festival, Chennai International Documentary and Short Film Festival, it's a very small festival with very limited funding and very limited number of people who associate with us. And we also show only 50 to 80 films. This time we are showing only 50 films because of Corona. Usually we screen 80 films at multiple venues. This time we are not showing that much films. So it's basically, of course, SIF is a feature film festival. We are showing documentary and short film festival. Plus we are a very small festival. That's the difference.
So do you think that this short film or a documentary is the best start for the people who wish a career in film?
I'm not very sure, but because documentary itself is a big field. Documentary, you can actually make big, internationally renowned films in documentary also. So documentary can also be a big career. With documentary, you can become world famous, international famous. You can go to many festivals. That is also a very important platform. You can, it has a immense potential to show people in a different and very honest and very real way. So I don't think documentary is a route to become a feature filmmaker, because documentary itself is a big field, number one. Number two, of course, short films, yeah, they can be, because short films are fiction films. So if you want to become a fiction filmmaker, making a short fiction film, it's a good option for you. So you can try it out in shorter, duration, in 5 to 10 minutes in a duration. You can actually try out many small ideas and explore the possibilities of a fiction capacity that you have. So probably short film can be a good route to become a feature filmmaker.
So in this film festival, more international films are screening. So how much it is important to watch international documentaries or short film to understand the basic of this short film or documentaries?
See, world is a big place, no? Like there are so many countries, 185 countries registered in UN. So we are only one country, and we have very limited number of people making film. Of course, we have more population, but we make very less films compared to either Europe, compared to North America, compared to of course Europe and North America, also South America. They make lots of films. So it is very important for us to watch films from other countries for many reasons. One, of course, you can learn techniques, that's very important. Also, number two, you can learn about various cultures, Like we are watching films from Papua New Guinea, we are watching films from Kyrgyzstan, we are watching a film from Armenia. So we can actually see people, like in Armenia, how people live and how people eat, how people walk, how do they live, what do they wear. All those things, their occupations, their conversations, the language, all those things can be learnt. So it is also very important to watch films from outside the country to know more about their culture, history, and lifestyle, their problems. Because we all live in the same time. So people may be having the same problems like we have. So they may be having solutions actually for our problems. So or we may be having solutions for their problems. So this exchange is very important. So watching international films are very important in terms of both techniques. As a filmmaker, you can learn filmmaking skills, camera movement, the way you start a film, the film styles. There are many different styles of making films. We can learn from that. So that is also very important. So it's very important to watch films from outside India.
So do you think that the platform for screening the short film or documentaries is less in India or Tamil Nadu?
Of course, it's very less. In India, we have only 10 film festivals for documentaries. And in Tamil Nadu, there are 2 film festivals. That's all. There are only 2 film festivals, exclusive film festivals. There may be some festivals who show some documentaries, but exclusively we have only 2 festivals, regular festivals. Once in a while they may do, but regularly, like what SIF does, regularly every year they do festival. So similarly, there are only 2 festivals for documentaries. In India, there are only 10 festivals maximum, which is very less. India is such a big country, 130 crore people are living, some 30 odd states, huge country. So we have very little platform for documentaries. So it's very important to have more festivals, more funding, more possibilities, more colleges to teach documentaries. Because documentary, Patricio Guzman, a filmmaker called Patricio Guzman from Chile, he said a country without a documentary is equal to a family without a family album. Okay, so if a family does not have a family album, how will they remember their ancestors, their elders, their family members, their relatives? So a country should have a strong documentary culture. So only through a strong documentary culture you can learn. Like we saw a film about the languages, endangered languages in India. These are all very important aspects. But see, we always talk about Hindi is spoken in Rajasthan, but in Rajasthan there are 50 languages spoken in Rajasthan. They are fighting for their survival. In Bihar there are so many languages. In Orissa there are so many languages. So it's very important to have documentary culture which can record our lives. So it's very important.
So what is the main reason the more people are not much excited or not interested in this documentary films?
Documentary medium is a very challenging medium. It demands a lot of attention, it demands a lot of hard work, demands a lot of knowledge from the filmmaker, from the audience. You can't just go and watch a documentary without having these skills. If you don't have patience, you can't watch films. If you don't have some knowledge about life, you can't watch films. If you don't have the mental, intellectual capacity to watch and discuss documentaries, you can't watch. It's a very demanding medium. It demands hard work. You have to sit and watch. It demands patience. It demands some kind of knowledge to watch films. So it's very demanding. That is why people across the world, not only India, wherever you go, you don't see so many people coming and watching documentaries like fiction film. Fiction, it's a story. You go and listen to a story. Everybody wants to listen to a story. They go to the road and say, "Do you want to?" If you ask them to tell a story, they will tell you a story. If you ask them, "Can I tell you a story?" they will listen to a story. So stories are really very easy to attract, but the reality is a little different. So people are afraid of reality.
So you are a filmmaker. So in your perspective, how to watch a film?
How to watch? I don't know. Actually, the best way to watch a film is to be open-minded. That's the only thing we can. This one best, and then film viewing is not a separate activity. Film viewing is actually it should be combined with your lifestyle also. Your travel, your reading, your discussing, your exploration. You have to explore life, isn't it? So until you explore your life, you don't enjoy a film or any art form. Forget about the film. So it's enjoying an art form requires a combined effort from all your skills. So it's not just, you can't just go and watch a film. You need that kind of that's how you can enjoy a film.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. The Chennai Short Film and Documentary Festival is free for everyone, and 3 days are left. Just come and enjoy. You have a great experience. I'm Ashwati reporting for DGC TV with cameraman Shweta.